Head transplant surgeon now thinks brain transplants are feasible. Sergio Canavero made headline news a few years ago after planning to perform a head transplant on a disabled patient. There can be few surgical procedures as horrific in concept as removing someone's head and then attaching it to another body. Yet back in 2015, neurosurgeon Sergio Canavero made headline news after announcing plans to perform such a procedure on Valery Spiridonov, a Russian programmer who had been suffering from spinal muscular atrophy. The endeavor attracted a huge amount of controversy and condemnation from the medical community, with most doctors arguing that such a procedure would be a fate worse than death for the patient. While ultimately the surgeon did not go ahead, Canavero never gave up on the idea, and now, writing in a new paper, he maintains that the best solution to many of life's incurable ills, such as aging, might be to literally transplant the brain itself from one body to another. Such a procedure would involve removing the brain from the skull with a robotic scoop with retractable tines, and then placing it into the empty skull of a donor body. The recipient would need to be immune suppressed, or ideally a clone of the donor's body. If this all sounds a bit Frankenstein monster, then it's because it is. There's currently no possible way to conduct a procedure like this, and it would even be more difficult than transplanting a head. Canavero wrote, "A human head transplant was the intermediate step towards a brain transplant. Since the latter is considered impossible, I decided to focus on the HT, the head transplant, which is far simpler. However, although I can tell you that head transplant works, unfortunately it does not rejuvenate aged head tissue, including the eyes. BT brain transplant is the only option," he says. This is from Unilad, and it's on Unexplained Mysteries by T.K. Randall. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.